That's identity politics. You know, like the woke do.
I didn't say I wouldn't vote for him. I said he could be, senator. He's not.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you bestowed that Indians can be senators, but, not governors.
Running for Senate now.
Why can't he was born in America, right?
Yes.
Why wouldn't you vote for him for president?
Okay, look up all the presidents of India. Have they ever had a non-Indian president? Why no?
What is the concentration? What is the how many non-Indians live in India versus how many Indians live in America? Well, let's fucking run the numbers. Let's fucking run the numbers. How many non-Indians live in India per capita versus, let's do by percentage. I don't know if per capita is the actual. This is, because it's such a stupid thing. Well, India always has an Indian president. Yeah, that's because all of them are fucking Indian. In America, we have a lot of different races. So non-Indians living in India by percentage. So Indians approximately 4.9 million foreign residents, representing just 0.4% of the total population. That means about 99.6 of the residents are Indian born. I wonder if it's going to be different in America. So we get non-Hispanic whites make up half. Therefore, the non-white population roughly totals 42%. That's why.
Stupid.
That's why. And it's like I didn't know that before I just looked it up, but it's common fucking sense.
Of India. Have they ever had a non-Indian president? Why no, they haven't. Has Israel ever had a non-Israeli president? Why is my country the only country that is supposed to have, anybody can run our country?
had an Indian prime minister.
Yeah, I don't think it went that well. And that was fairly recent.
It was fairly recent, and it didn't go well, but it wasn't because he was Indian.
Okay,
it's because his party's useless.
I wouldn't have voted for him because he's Indian. I think, and by the way, we have a natural born citizen clause for that. I mean, there is, as I explained to Vivek in his podcast, I really started off with a bang on that one. It was a rash decision at the last minute. All my friends oppose, and I think
no E in potato.
A lot of you oppose Vivek because they think of him as a scam artist and a con man. And I was thinking, well, I can't say that to him.
Unlike Donald Trump, right? What are we talking about? Your whole fucking thing has been talking about, listen, we know that Donald Trump's vulgar and this and that and that and that and that. Oh my goodness, the NFTs and the thing. But Vivek, he's kind of a scam artist. Okay, bitch. Shout out to Waco Mine. Welcome to the party. She kind of puts off KKK tramp stamp vibes. I would not be surprised. Welcome to the party.
Vivek, because they think of him as a scam artist and a con man. And I was thinking, well, I can't say that to him. I wouldn't.
All right, guys, let's keep that party raging.
Let's throw that one out. But I explained this to him at the time. There's a reason we have the natural born citizen clause for president.
He is a natural born citizen.
President. There is an idea, and I think people feel it even more now, because of the massive immigrants from very, very different cultures. America, I mean, like Britain, like most countries, I guess, it has a very distinctive culture. We are the freest country in the world. Mm-hmm. Free speech is in our bones. The right to bear arms is in our bones. And when polls are taken, no matter how nice they are, immigrants overwhelmingly do not support free speech and gun rights. I mean, those are just two examples.
Doesn't Vivek support free speech and gun rights?
The point is still the same.
No, honey, it's not, because Vivek is not anybody but Vivek. In the same way that you are nobody but Ann Coulter, he is nobody but Vivek. You're just racist.
And there is the idea that over generations, it's in your bones. This is in your blood. You would die for this country.
But if you're white, then one generation's fine.
It's just second nature to believe in the right to bear arms. And yeah, immigrants can pick this up. Look, I told him
He's not an immigrant. He's not an immigrant.
I'd vote for his kids if they married an American.
But he is an American, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, but he's an
But he's brown. No, he's brown.
Indian American. He is a
Okay.
second-generation immigrant.
Okay, but what the rule about the natural?
Yeah, that's called a citizen. That's what those words mean. Second generation immigrant means that your parents immigrated to this country. You were born here, so you're the I'm a first generation American, second generation immigrant. I don't even think that's a real thing because I didn't immigrate anywhere. I've been in Jersey since the day I was born. Well, I mean, I was born in Brooklyn, but that's a whole thing.
American. He is a
Okay.
second-generation immigrant.
Okay, but what the rule about the natural? So I'm just
I'm using
maybe
that
I'm
as an
confused.
analogy. I'm not. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had to say that. I could have just said you're not natural born. Ted Cruz isn't natural born. I wouldn't have to explain. This is an analogy that it matters.
But the analogy doesn't fit. You're saying, I get the analogy that, hey, if you just got off the boat and you're not assimilated, then, maybe whatever. And then I'll even go a step further. If your parents got off the boat, even if you were born here, if they're not, like Americans like that, then I'm going to look at you a little sideways if you're running for president. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. But when you're just bringing it up and it doesn't apply to what you're saying, then it's wokeness. No principles, just positions. This is the wokeness. Clearly.
How deep your connection is to a very distinctive culture.
But you said that's because there's certain things that are embedded in the culture, like being in favor of the First Amendment, being in favor of the Second. But Vivek is in favor of all those things, and you still wouldn't.
Well, it says that. I want it in their bones. I want the
When a white person says it, then I know it's in their bones. But, a little man living in the skin layer, and, you don't really know. You can say whatever you want. These brownies and blackies, they just be saying whatever. But white people, when you say, when you're a white person, your word is bond. Your word is bond. But these blackies, these brownies, they don't know nothing about nothing. They can say anything. You just said in this conversation that Trump was the most corrupt president ever. And then we're like, oh, well, wait, well, I don't know. Holy shit. You cannot get any more woke than this. I'm going to stand by that. I believe that interview with Vivek Ramaswamy, I believe that was the inflection point to begin the woke right. God damn it, Ann. God damn it. Yeah, she ain't got shit. She ain't got shit. She's just saying shit. She's just saying things. Immigrants fit in just fine. Racists have a hard time, though. Well, depending on where you are.